Okay, time for committee reports. All right, the legislative update is the first one up, and I will just briefly mention that HB 33 is a bill that's in front of the House, our State House legislature right now, and we think you really should know about this bill as it pertains to funding. This is a bill that would expand voucher acceptability, and it also takes $542 million from the budget of public schools and reallocates $372 million to private and parochial and other schools through a voucher fund. With this type of funding, you know, there's always a concern that public schools are going to be underfunded. We have been in a pretty good trajectory of actually having the fair school funding. We were able to get that passed. We want to continue to go in the direction of increasing financial support for public schools as opposed to seeing that funding diverted into voucher programs, whereas public schools have lots of accountability, public metrics that we have to contend with. There are mandates that we have to meet. We have to show validation. Now, that is not the same for private and parochial schools. I have nothing against them, but we want fairness. Speaking for myself, I would hate to see that type of money diverted into a system where there is not accountability, at least the same kind of accountability that we have here in the public sector. So if you can reach out to your representatives and just speak up for public schools, speak up for Fairfield City Schools, because these things impact us and legislators need to hear from you, from the public. Okay, that is my legislative update. Are there any questions on that? All right, we're going to move into the Butler Tech update. Mr. Begley? Oh, sorry. We would move into that update if he were here. All right, so Mrs. Gundrum, can you give us student achievement?
Yes, I would like to recognize this evening Mr. Clark's daughter, Carly. She recently became the first of 4 softball athletes this year to receive the prestigious Jenny Finch Empowerment Award. This is an award that exemplifies great individual qualities both on and off the softball field of a young female who is a scholar, humanitarian, and an athlete. And I think it's appropriate to say that their motto is more power to you. So more power to you, Carly. Great job. We're all very proud.
Congratulations. That is absolutely
Thank you for
awesome.
that. She's over the moon, and so are we. And I might get to go to the World Series, too.
All right.
Hopefully the Reds are in it.
Now, is that the college softball World Series or the Major League Baseball World
Major League
Series?
Baseball, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I've been wondering that,
Yeah.
so, which one it was.
Great job, great job. All right, so Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, a lot of fun
Clark?
things happening. As I always say, we've got 27 parks in Fairfield, so go visit one of them. They're all over the place. Some of them are tucked away where you may not know they are. I've lived in Fairfield 20 years. I found some new parks once I joined the board. My wife has lived in Fairfield all her life. She knew a lot of them. She didn't share that with me, so I called her out on that. But we have a lot of good things going on. Thursday, if you haven't been to any of the movie nights, this Thursday, we got food trucks coming. Kettle corn's going to be there. There'll be some pulled pork, ices, a lot of good stuff there. If you haven't played golf at Fairfield Trace, go there. We've got a lot of new things happening there. We're going to put in some bunkers coming up later this summer. Over the past few years, because of some of the leadership, they've filled in some of the bunkers instead of revised them. So we're going to bring some of the bunkers back, because if I play golf, that's usually where I end up, is in a bunker somewhere. So why not have more, right? But we are going to get more bunkers put in place. And probably the biggest thing, well, let me go to Farmers Market. We still have the Farmers Market every Wednesday. That's from 4 to 7. Homemade pies, homemade cakes, fresh produce, fresh vegetables. It's a really, really nice time. Crafts, all kinds of things going on in the Village Green area on Wednesdays from 4 to 7. And then Harbin Park, if you've been up there, it's been kind of messy the last few months, but it's cleaning up. We've got the bathrooms open with electric, with heat, and locked doors after hours. So that's kind of exciting. So if you go there in the wintertime, during the day, you'll be able to use heated bathrooms. That's good. We are going to revamp, really redo the entire children's play area where the playground is now. You may have heard some of that. I spoke on it a couple of times, but again, with some of the leadership change, some delays have happened, but we're on course now to, we've got about 80% of the blueprint done for the new area. So by the end of this year, those blueprints will be done, and next year we'll get that new play area in place, which will start out right about where the volleyball court is, kind of a preschool splash wet area, and then as it goes down to the bigger area, we'll graduate into higher age group of kids with monkey bars and things like that. But it's going to be aesthetically very nice. It's going to be a big area, and adding a few more shelters, not only to Harbin, but we've got some money from the state that we're going to put redo some shelters at some of the parks that exist. One is probably going to be, and I say probably, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, is the one at Waterworks right by the road there, by the sidewalk. There's a pretty good size shelter that's kind of run down, and that's one of those we're definitely considering to redo too. So a lot of good things happening, but visit those parks and go fishing at Marsh Lake too. Go fishing at Marsh Lake. They just stocked up with fish this spring, so.
And it's free, right?
And it's free, yes.
Yeah. All summer?
Free's good all summer, yeah.
All right.
My goodness.
Awesome.
All right, Mr. Clark, they need to hire you. You are a great PR there.
Mr. Clark, I have a question. Do you know what movie they're watching Thursday? Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Pixar's Lightyear.
Oh,
I've seen, that's a good movie.
That's
Yeah,
a good
Pixar's Lightyear. And that's that new movie screen that they can show it during the
Before dark.
The before dark, yeah, the before sunset, so you can see it really well. So
Awesome. Thank you.
thank
That
you
is
for
nice.
asking.
Good things going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Planning Commission, Mr. Smith.
Yes, Planning Commission met on June 14th. Nothing of major significance to the school district, but they did approve a daycare on Wessel Drive. I've been told 85% of the approximately 65-child facility will be for preschool and younger. So again, that's on Wessel Drive. And that is it for Planning Commission update.
Oh, wow, okay, thank you.